So, good morning. I am Lakshmi Patay MG, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Madhugiri, Tumkur District, Karnataka State. So, now I am discussing about the title Financial Accounting 2. Today I am covering session number 28. The topic is Sale of a Firm to a Limited Company. So, under this session, recording, closing journal entries, and ledger accounts in the books of vendor firm. So, first I am taking one problem. P and Q are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 2:1, and their balance sheet on 31st March 2020 was as follows. Credit, the balance sheet is creditors, liability side creditors 60,000, bills payable 15,000, P's loan account 30,000, P's capital 45,000, Q's capital account 30,000, and reserve fund 9,000. Total liability side 1,89,000, and even asset side cash in hand 450, bills receivable account 7,500, debtors inner column 90,000, less reserve 4,500, finally 85,500, stock 65,550, machinery 30,000, total is 1,89,000. Next, they agreed to sell the business to a limited company and the company to take over the assets including cash and liabilities as follows. So machinery at rupees 24,000, stock at rupees 52,500, debtors at rupees 7650 rupees, bills receivable at rupees 7,500, and goodwill at rupees 9,000. The company agreed to take over creditors at rupees 58,500 and bills payable at book value. The expenses of realization account amounted to rupees 450. The firm received rupees 60,000 of the purchase price in rupees 10 fully paid equity shares and the balance in cash. The question is pass journal entries and prepare necessary ledger accounts in the books of the vendor firm. So in this stage, there are 3 steps involved in accounting for sale or conversion of a firm into a company. The first step is calculation of purchase consideration. The second step is ascertaining the form of discharge of purchase consideration, and third one is closing the books of the vendor firm. So in first step number 1, calculation of purchase consideration. The purchase consideration is the price or consideration payable by the purchasing company for taking over assets and liabilities of the vendor firm is called a purchase consideration. There are 3 methods of calculating purchase consideration. One is lump sum method, another one is net assets method, another one is net payments method. So lump sum method, under this method, a fixed amount or lump sum amount is paid by the purchasing company for the assets and liabilities taken over from the vendor firm. Under net assets method, the purchase consideration can be calculated by following way: total assets taken over by the purchasing company at an agreed price minus total liabilities taken over by the purchasing company at agreed value is equal to PC. So net payments method, under this method, the actual payment made by the purchasing company against each item of liability would be specified. The payment may be in cash or shares or debentures or combination of these three. Okay. So in this problem, the step number 1 is calculation of purchase consideration. So I am adopting, in this situation, net assets method is applicable. So first, total assets taken over by purchasing company at agreed value. Machinery to be taken over at rupees 24,000, stock 52,500, debtor 7650, bills receivable 7,500, cash 450, and goodwill 9,000. The total assets taken over by purchasing company is equal to 1,69,500 less total liabilities taken over by purchasing company at agreed value. Under this problem, the creditors are taken over at 58,500, bills payable taken over at 15,000, total liabilities taken over by purchasing company is 73,500. We deduct 73,500 from 1,69,500. We get purchase consideration is 96,000. So in this problem, discharge of PC is also given. There are two types of discharge of PC. One is in the form of equity shares, that is 6,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, 60,000. And in the form of cash, balancing figure 36,000. How to get balance figure? We deduct 96,000 from 60,000, then we get 36,000 is the purchase consideration. Next, we prepare recording journal entries in the books of vendor. So first entry for transfer of assets including cash at bank at book value. So debit the realization account 1,93,500, to cash in hand 450, to bills receivable account 7,500, to debtors 90,000, to stock 65,550, to machinery 30,000, being transfer of assets at book value to realization account. The second entry for transfer of liabilities at book value to realization account. Creditors account debtor 60,000, bills payable account debtor 15,000, provision for doubtful debts 4,500, and credited to realization account 79,500, being transfer of liabilities at book value. Next, for amount of PC due, debiting the purchasing company account 96,000 and crediting the realization account 96,000 being PC due. The next entry for loss on realization account transferred to partners capital account. Therefore, fees capital account 12,300, Q's capital account debt are 6,150, to realization account 18,450, being loss on realization account transferred to partners capital account in profit sharing ratio. So next entry is for receipt of purchase consideration. We debiting equity shares in purchasing company account debt are 60,000, cash account debt are 36,000, to purchase company account 96,000 being receipt of purchase consideration. And next entry is transfer of reserve fund appearing on liability side of the balance sheet. So debiting the reserve fund account 9,000 and crediting P's capital account, Q's capital account in the profit sharing ratio, that is P's capital 6,000, Q's capital 3,000, being transfer of reserve in profit sharing ratio among the partners. And next, for payment of partners loan account, so debiting the P's loan account 30,000 and crediting the cash account 30,000 being P's loan are paid. Next, for distribution of equity shares in final claim ratio, P's capital account 35,420, Q's capital account 24,580, to equity shares in purchasing company account 60,000 being distribution of equity shares in final claim ratio. Because in this problem, absence of information regarding the distribution of equity shares, that's reason I am distributing the equity shares in final claim ratio. And finally, distribution of cash So partners capital, that is P's capital account debt are 3,280, Q's capital account 2,270, to cash or bank account 5,550, being distribution of balance of cash to partners. So next we prepare ledger accounts in the books of the vendor firm. When there is a sale of a firm to a limited company, the following ledger accounts are opened in the books of the vendor firm for closing the books of accounts. The first one is realization account. This account is debited with all assets at book value and credited with all liabilities at book value except partner's loan. So in this situation, we debit all the assets at book value, that is cash in hand 450, bills receivable 7,500, debtors 90,000, stock 65,500, 550, machinery 30,000, and in this problem expenses are given, that is 450, that is debited in the heading cash account, and crediting the creditors at book value 60,000, bills payable 15,000, and provision for reserve for doubtful debts 4,500. And then next, by crediting purchasing company account, that is PC due 96,000. So in this problem, the partners incurring loss. So that loss is credited to realization account, and loss on realization account transferred to partners capital account. That is what is the difference loss? For 18,450 is the loss. So 18,450 into 2 by 3, 12,300, and 18,450 into 1 by 3, 6,150 is the loss. And next we prepare partners capital account. Partners capital account is opened to ascertain the amount due to partners before making payment to partners in the dissolution of the firm. While paying off the partners capital, first shares or debenture received from the purchasing company should be issued to the partners in accordance with the agreement among the partners. If there is no any specific agreement among the partners on this point, it is distributed in the final claim ratio or final capital ratio, and the balance is paid in cash. On this way, so first we crediting their capital, that is 45,000 and 30,000, and crediting reserve fund 6,000, 3,000 and profit sharing ratio, and debiting the realization account loss, that is 12,300 and 6,150, and debiting the equity shares, that is distribution of equity shares in the form of final claim ratio, that is 35,420 and 24,580, and finally the difference is called a cash, 3,280 for P and 2,270 for Q is the partners capital account. Next, equity shares in purchasing company account debtor. So this account is debited with the shares received from purchasing company and credited with shares among divided share amount divided among the partners. So debiting the purchasing company 60,000 and crediting P's capital account 35,420 and crediting Q's capital account 24,580. That is 60,000, 60,000 is the total. Next, purchasing company account. This account is debited with the purchase price and credited with the mode of payment of purchase consideration, that is cash, shares and debentures. So we are debiting the purchasing company purchase price, that is debit the realization account 96,000 and crediting equity shares in purchasing company account 60,000 by cash account 36,000. Total is 1,64,500. Next. So finally we prepare cash account. Cash or bank account is opened to record all cash receipts and all cash payments. Generally, payments will be equal to receipts. So first, we debiting the opening balance to balance brought down 450, and also we are crediting once again to realization account 450 realization account, and debiting the purchasing company receipt in cash 36,000 and crediting realization account expenses paid 450 and crediting Peace loan account 30,000 and Peace capital account 3,280 and Q's capital account 2,270. The total is 36,450. And finally, we prepare partners loan account. Partners loan account should be paid off before paying partners capital by debiting partners loan account and crediting cash or bank account. So by balance brought down 30,000 to cash account paid off 30,000. So this way we are preparing. And working notes, calculation of final claim ratio or final capital ratio. The debit side total is 51,000 for P and 33,000 for Q in capital account, and less credit side total is 12,300 for P and 6,150 for Q. Total 38,700 and 26,850. Therefore 38,700 is to 26,850. The final claim ratio is equal to 250 is to 179. So calculation of distribution of shares to partners, that is P is equal to 6,000 into 258 divided by 437 is equal to 3,542 equity shares of rupees 10 each is equal to 35,420, and Q is equal to 6,000 into 179 divided by 437 is equal to 2,458 equity shares of rupees 10 each is equal to 24,580. Dear students, take yourself. Ram and Krishna are partnership sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1 respectively. On 31/3/2019, they agreed to sell their business to a limited company. The balance sheet on that date was as follows. In liability side, capital Rama Krishna 64,000, 40,000. Bills payable 7,200. Mr. Ram's loan 3,200. sundry creditor 21,600. So land and building 40,000, machinery 20,000, stock 24,000, debtors 23,200, bills receivable account 6,400, investment is an asset 4,800, cash at bank 9,600, goodwill 8,000, total is 1,36,000. So it was agreed by the company to take over the assets at book value with the exception of land and building and stock, which are taken over at rupees 45,000 and 20,000 respectively. The investment were retained by the firm and sold by them for rupees 4,000. They discharge the loan of Mrs. Lo Rama. The company takes over the remaining liabilities. The value of goodwill at fixed at rupees 28,800. The purchase consideration is discharged as follows. So 10,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each and the balance in cash. The question is pass journal entries and prepare necessary ledger accounts in the books of the vendor firm. Thank you. These are the references. Thank you very much.